Most college athletes dream about one day racing the pros. Jordan Anthony skipped the dream part and just beat them. At the USATF Indoor Championships, this 21-year-old lined up next to some of the fastest men America has ever made, and when the gun went off in the 60-meter dash, he left them all behind. His time? A blazing 6.45 seconds. Gold medal. Done. Now, here's why people couldn't believe it. The men he beat are not random runners. Right behind him in second was Trayvon Bromell, a true veteran of the sport and a former world indoor champion. Bromell ran a super fast 6.47 seconds. That sounds close, and it was. But in sprinting, 0.02 of a second is the difference between being the story and being forgotten. Anthony was the story. And it gets bigger. In third place was Noah Lyles, the Olympic 100-meter champion, one of the biggest names in track. He crossed in 6.51. So Anthony didn't just win a race. He beat the best America had to offer, on a big stage, when nobody expected him to. Here's the fun part. Lyles is actually Anthony's training partner. They run together. So, after the race, Lyles walked over and handed Anthony the team's championship belt, like passing down a crown. Anthony loves the friendly back and forth between them. Of course, we're going to talk smack. The sport is soft if we don't, he said. So I'm bringing football mentality, and he's just bringing old age right now. Football mentality. That's not a joke. Before he was a track star, Jordan Anthony was a college football player, a wide receiver. He played the sport at Kentucky and later at Arkansas, while also racing on the track. For a while, football was the plan. But the more he ran, the clearer it got that his real gift was speed. And what a gift! Last year alone, he won the NCAA indoor title in the 60 meters and the NCAA outdoor title in the 100 meters. He was already a college phenomenon. But turning pro and beating grown men with Olympic medals, that's a whole new level. What makes this win even sweeter is how his season started. It was not smooth. He had 2 early races that went badly, and people online started saying he had fallen off, that maybe he wasn't that good after all. Anthony heard all of it, and instead of breaking, he used it. The start of my season, I didn't have 2 good races, he explained afterward. I needed a little bit of humbling to remember who I am, that dog mentality. Those 2 races did a lot to me. Everybody said I fell off. I was trying to find out where I was. Well, now he knows exactly where he is. He's at the top. This race was more than just one gold medal, though. It was also a qualifying meet, a chance to earn a spot for Team USA at the World Indoor Championships. So by winning, Anthony didn't only prove a point. He punched his ticket to race against the best in the world. And that's where things get really interesting for the rest of Team USA. For years, the conversation about America's fastest men centered on familiar names like Bromell and Lyles, especially when it comes to picking sprint relay teams. Those relay spots are some of the most valuable in the sport. Now there's a new name forcing his way into that talk. Because if a 21-year-old can show up and beat the very runners coaches usually count on, every plan has to change. Suddenly, Jordan Anthony isn't a future maybe. He's a right-now problem for anyone trying to make the team ahead of him. That's the thing about a race like this. One run can flip the whole order. The veterans came in as the men everyone watched. The college kid left as the man everyone has to catch. And the scary part for them? Jordan Anthony is just getting started.